Daniel Lyon is a former wildland firefighter. And in 2015, Daniel was critically injured fighting the Twisp River fire in the state of Washington. Daniel thankfully survived, but he suffered burns on more than 70% of his body. And 3 of his fellow firefighters sadly were killed in that fire. Vowing to never forget, Daniel has spent years recovering, and he now advocates for wildland firefighter safety. And Daniel is currently a police officer in Washington and also a motivational speaker. And as you can see there, never give up. Daniel Lyon is joining us live tonight to talk about this current fire situation across the West. Daniel, as always, appreciate your time. It's good to see you.
Thank you. Good to see you as well.
As we watch these fires spread by the thousands of acres, firefighters are working round the clock to protect life and property, as you did. What is the most dangerous aspect of fighting these wildland fires?
Well, Mother Nature is just so unpredictable. You can have a random gust of wind and it will just change the entire direction of this fire and make firefighters, flee for safety. That was what happened in the Twisp River fire, and the winds are just so unpredictable. And obviously the high temps that we've been facing, especially here in the Pacific Northwest, we're breaking tons of records with just the amount of heat that we're facing. And that's making our forests and our grasslands and everything in between so dry that these fires are just spreading at an insane rate.
Daniel, that bootleg fire in Oregon is record-setting. It's now more than 200,000 acres in size. What types of fuels specifically are in Oregon right now helping to fan those flames?
Well, down there where that fire is, there's a ton of large pine trees, a lot of sagebrush, and both those things burn really hot. It's not just grasslands or anything like that. There's a lot of large fuel loads, and those trees and that sagebrush is just so dry right now. As I mentioned, it's just been extremely hot in the entire Pacific Northwest. And you can kind of compare it to, leaving a vegetable plant outside on your front porch. You leave it outside for just 24 hours in 100-degree heat without watering it. Look how dry it is. Now you can think about how dry those trees are that haven't gotten rain for potentially days and weeks.
Yeah, they're just ripe for the taking. So what can the public do at this point to help, especially folks who live near where these fires are happening?
Yeah, the public can help in a lot of ways, and the best way is to be ready to evacuate. One of the biggest problems firefighters face is the urban interface, when homes are mixed into these forests and to the areas where the fires are raging, and then they have to spend the time, or law enforcement has to spend the time to evacuate these homes. When you're told to get out of there, hopefully you will be ready, and hopefully you are going to get out of there as soon as you possibly can. Do not wait around. And the other way to help out is, we're already into the fire season, but at the beginning of next fire season, you can prepare your house, make it fire-wise. Make sure that there are no large trees around your house that could negatively affect it. Make sure you have sprinklers set up. Go through the steps to make sure that the fire is not going to come directly to the footsteps of your house. And also learn about fire prevention. You can go to the Forest Service's website, learn about the things like the Smokey the Bear program of how you can prevent wildland fires. A lot of these are naturally caused, but also a lot of these are caused by humans. And you can learn and take the steps to help prevent a huge number of these.
Each one of us can do our part. Daniel, each year wildland firefighters are injured. You had several friends who were killed, putting their lives on the line as you did. What can people do to help firefighters who have been hurt or their families who are left behind to pick up the pieces?
That's a great question, and thank you for asking that. This is just extremely dangerous work, and each year it seems like it gets more dangerous. And wildland firefighters, when they get injured, a lot of times they are left to fend for themselves in a lot of ways. The best thing that you can do is donate to foundations that help wildland firefighters. And one of the best ones is the Wildland Firefighter Foundation. They're based out of Boise, Idaho, and they have been helping the wildland community for a number of years now. And they were formed from the ashes of a terrible fire that had killed several firefighters. And they spend their entire time now reaching out to firefighters who are injured and the families of the ones who are killed. And they make sure that they are provided with the best resources possible to to help out those families of the fallen and injured in any way that they can.
Incredibly important work. Daniel, just a couple of seconds left. You know, I have followed your story, having lived in the Pacific Northwest when the Twist River fire happened, and we've stayed in touch. How are you doing for folks at home? What lingering issues do you have from the injuries you sustained in that fire?
Well, I can honestly say I'm doing very good. We're coming up on 6 years here, and you know, this time of year is really tough for me. The toughest part about this injury is not so much the physical injury, but the mental side of things. Knowing that I lost my buddies, knowing that there's guys and gals out there risking their lives right now it's terrifying for me. But, you know, as far as the physical injuries go, I've been able to overcome the majority of those. I've been, you know, working and enjoying life. And I can honestly say that life is very good to me. I hope nobody ever looks at me and feels sorry for me, because truly, even though, you know, I have scars head to toe, I live a really enjoyable life now. And I have a perspective that makes me appreciate life so much more.
Life is good, and as you say so often, never give up. Daniel Lyon, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you for your passion, for advocating for the firefighters who right now are out there on the front lines fighting these fires. Thank you to you, and thank you to all of them.
Thank you. Thank you to everyone, and hopefully all those wildland firefighters stay safe out there. I'll be praying for every one of you.
Amen. All right, Daniel.